that you don't want in there.
Hey guys, welcome to Picksburgh. This is Anthony, and we're just going to do a working hangout today. With me right now, we have Swamp Picker. His name's Glenn.
Well,
So I did drop a link, guys, in the chat for anybody else that would want to join out today with me right now. So you can feel free to go ahead and click on that.
we got everyday hustling in here.
Yep. Rosie's Closet. What's up, Crystal? Good to see you. Lisa C. Thanks for being here. Destiny's here.
I need to make me a chart that has all these YouTube names with their real name, because I don't always remember them.
Yeah.
I got guys in Australia and UK. They'll say, "Hey, Glenn," I have Swamp Picker there, and they know who I am. So, you know.
So yeah, like I said, guys, if you wanted to join, you can just click the link. I also dropped a link in our Facebook group. It's the private mid-morning break room group. So feel free to go ahead and click there. Hey, Tiffany, how you doing?
Hey,
You're
Tiffany.
welcome to join if you'd like. If you're busy, that's cool too. I understand. I know you're always running all over the place, getting some stuff for Amazon. So fully understand either way. We're just going to get some work done. I figured we'd talk a little bit about yard sales. I hit a community sale today, and yesterday I was hitting they were having a sale on one street. Supposed to be like a street-wide sale, and they started it last evening from 5 to 7. So we don't really get too many evening yard sales here in Pittsburgh, so I was intrigued by it. So I went and checked it out. And the very last sale that we hit, it looked pretty much like a bust. But hey Nate, how you doing, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good, man.
Good, man. So anyway, the last sale looked like a bust, and I just randomly asked the guy sitting there, because he was a younger guy, probably in his like late 20s. I said, "Hey man, do you have any video games?" And he goes, "What kind of video games?" I probably have some in the house. So I just started basically saying, "I'll take anything, all the way back to the inception of video games. Whatever you have, I'm interested in." I started telling him, "Well, I like the cartridge-based stuff," and he's like, "Well, I don't have anything like that." I said, "What about like GameCube or like Wii or anything like that?" So this guy brings me out an entire dresser drawer full of like the cream of the crop as far as
Nice.
like Nintendo games go. Disc-based, I would say Nintendo games. And I haven't listed them all yet, but I've already made 10 sales just last night alone out of these games.
Wow.
About $300. So it was like a major score. I ended up, I think I bought 28 off of them total for $60.
Wow.
I'm like heavy in stuff like Mario's and Zelda's and Metroids and Star Fox, that type of stuff left either in my store or just unlisted yet. So I'm gonna end up making probably about $500-600 off of that deal.
So out of the 28 games, you sold 10 of them already?
Yep, sold 10 of them overnight, and one of them was the GameCube player disc, like Ryan and Pam got a couple weeks ago. Sold this for $72 plus shipping.
Wow.
And it doesn't even have the GameCube player; it's just the disc. So that's like a major bolo if you guys ever come across that.
Yeah, they say that a lot of people they lose the disc and stuff like that, so they can't use that. So that's why it's worth so much money like it is.
Yep. And this guy like took really good care of his collection, so like pretty much everything was in like great condition. There was, I think, 2 games that weren't in the cases. Like we went through and were kind of looking, but it ended up Wii Sports and Smash Brothers Brawl. I missed out on those 2, but I mean, with the amount of money that I'm going to make off of this deal, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to like cry over spilled milk. I ended up paying like just over $2 a piece for the games.
But you technically already made all your money back. One game paid for it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm like $200+ in profit already. One guy bought 7 games off me last night, and he's watching my store. I told him this afternoon I'd be listing more of the titles. He bought all 7 of these: Dragon Ball Z, Revenge of King Piccolo, Fire Emblem, Radiant Dawn. I actually had 2 of these, and this game right here sells for like $69. I ended up, since he bought so many, I gave it to him for $50. But I was surprised how expensive that game was. Pikmin 1 and 2, he bought. Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, he bought. Sonic Adventure Battle 2, Crazy Taxi, and then I sold this one for $72 to somebody else. Sold this one, I think, for like, it was either 30 something or 40. I couldn't remember if I took an offer, if I got full asking on that. And then I sold this for full asking of like $39.99 plus shipping.
So you got those games today and you sold them already?
I got them last night, and I sold them all last night, like while I was still sitting there listing.
Wow.
I listed those 10 games plus these games last night. Some of these games I already had, like pretty much any of like the really solid titles were ones I just got last night. But yeah, I listed like all of these. I put like 10 like of the lesser games into a. They were all worth between like I think $5 and $8. I put them up for like $32. Then I listed. I got Wii Sports Resort from him, Mario Galaxy from him, Monster Hunter 3. What else did I get from him? Donkey Kong Country Returns, Metroid 3, Smash Brothers Melee, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, Metroid Prime 2, and Metroid Prime. And then I had 2 copies of the Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, which was the one that was like a $70 game. I have a loose copy here that I listed for I think like $44, and then I have like the soundtrack like of Zelda's 25th anniversary, and this is like a demo game, and it's like more expensive than the actual DS game. I can't remember how much I listed this for, but it's like Metroid Prime Hunter's First Hunt. He had the demo game and the regular game both in this case, so I listed them both separately. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Good to see you, man. Glad you could be here. What's up, Blended Whiskey? Kelly D. Come on board. Thanks for being here.
So how much did you pay for all those you said?
$60.
Wow.
I recorded the whole thing. I actually am going to make its own video just of the video game store. I took a picture of it and put it on Instagram. I was like so pumped up about it.
Wow, that's great, man. It's like things that we
What's up,
drink.
guys?
Doing good,
Yep.
Derek. So, Derek, how did I do last
What's up,
night?
Nate?
I missed out last
What's
night.
that?
How did I do last night?
Okay.
I missed out on the show.
That was awesome. We had a good show.
Dude, I ended up being like 2 minutes behind the rest of the people. I don't know how I did that. I was switching back and forth between Donatella and the Steeler game on my laptop while I was listing. I literally listed like 50 plus games last night, man. Like I was
Nice.
you probably heard it, but man, I got the biggest score. I'll probably end up once it's all said and done, I'll probably make $500 or $600 off the games I picked up yesterday.
Sweet.
I'm already
Hey,
like,
Kimmy.
$240 in profit, like around that range.
Cool. I did pretty good today. I didn't do bad. I don't stop laughing, but I picked up a 1939 yearbook.
Cool.
There's money in your books.
Is that Alabama?
Yeah. No, this is the Crimson is the local high school. So yeah, but still it was kind of cool. And then a lady must have loved Lego. I got all the books from the 80s, but I got a letter sent to her by Lego itself, signed by one of the designers. But I guess if she bought something and needed the piece to it and the whole letter. So in Winkery, 1978.
Wow.
So thought it was kind of cool. They gave her stuff that she could order. So these are stuff like just the order forms from then. You know, kind of cool. I got a lot of that. I got like three different sections of the sleeves, and then I picked up this. I thought these were cool. Commodore magazine, 1985. That gives you all the video games.
It looks in pretty good condition too. Looks like it's in pretty good condition too.
Yeah, they're in great condition. Yeah, I have that one, and I have this one. This is one of my favorite games for the Commodore. Was F-15 Strike Eagle. So you can see how these games became video games.
Yeah.
For the other systems, and then I have two big finds. I picked up 9 Advanced Dungeons and Dragons books. So,
nice. The Dungeon and Dragon stuff does really well.
Well, yeah, I got 9 books, and then it was part of the pile. I didn't really want to get it. Can you get my jersey? This came in with the pile. I was ready. I was gonna. I was ready to throw it out. I'm lucky I'm even touching it.
But that says something for
I got all that
over the world.
But here is my piece de resistance I got today. There you go.
With the New York
Devils fan?
Yes, but look at the back.
Oh, yeah, man, Brodor was all time great.
Yeah,
that's my boy. I love that's my boy, man. I watched him ever since 1991.
Nice.
$20 for that jersey.
That's probably around the year they won the cup with
that's definitely one of those. They had a Brian Urlacher jersey and Colson from the Saints. They had his jersey there too, but so I was like, yeah, I'll definitely take that one. That stays in the personal collection.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But, was it your size? Were you able to get it in your size?
That's a 2X. That's a goalie cut 2X.
Nice.
So it's set. So the guy said he bought it because he loved Marty, but he bought a 2X not thinking that he bought a 2X as if it was a regular forward or a defenseman's jersey. And when it was a goalie cut jersey, it has the extra sections here and in the sides. Sure. So he's like, I put it on and it looks like a dress on me. Hey, Adam.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
This is stuff I found Friday. It's like a hologram paperweight.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
It's weird. Like
what team is it?
That way, Buffalo Bills. But you see the inside of the helmet, and if you turn it that way, you see the top of the helmet. But I got it dirt cheap. And actually, they make a little box that's lighted. If you turn it on, I got something like this, but it's like a cross. It lights it up.
Yep.
It's really cool looking, and like a little turntable.
Sweet.
And all that. And I guess the person, they were in the Air Force, so I guess they traveled a lot and all that. And the wife was about 65 or 70. But this is from Fort Augustus or something. But it's where Loch Ness is at.
Oh, wow.
And I couldn't find that. If you look at the bottom of the cup, it's from Scotland. It's like a cheap. It might have been a cheap deal from way back then, but compared to today's mugs, and all that. And also, this Germany one from Germany. I saw one comp like this, and they were going like from 1995. That's the only one I saw.
That's awesome.
But you got, I guess, an award for being a mechanic. They didn't have none of the stuff on it, but the same weighs almost like 3 pounds 9 ounces. There's a little toolbox. And I saw all this online, so I was there for 7 o'clock. When I got there at 7, they actually had people already there. And one of them was Thrift Raider, which is a girl that she does a little bit of YouTube and a little bit of videos and all that. Then I found this. Let me see if I can open it up.
Oh, that's cool. The box accordion.
Yeah, but the side straps are broken, so I can't test it fully. But if you do it like kind of open it up, the bellows look good, but it is missing. See where over here you're missing one key there.
One of the buttons.
Repair, but you know, overall it looks pretty good.
Now you just need a monkey. Now you need a monkey to go with that.
Right.
Now you need a monkey to go with that, man.
But it looks pretty good. I think there's no name on it, but some of them, I think there's certain people, is it Homer or Hunter, that makes all that. Big sale this morning wasn't much, but it's pretty heavy duty, but full overall waders. And actually at the insulator.
Nice. Yep.
All that.
Cool.
And I got them $5. There was 2 of them. I got them $5 each, but it was weird what they were used for. What do you think they were used for, Anthony?
What's that? The accordion?
Church related.
I'm sorry, I didn't even see that part.
If it's church related, probably like baptism.
Right. That's what you said. We use them for our baptism and all that. So we got the other ones.
I would have never thought you would. That's what it was. You know, why
they just get wet. You know, I'm not sure. They might be wearing underneath the gown. You know, where it doesn't look, you know, like stupid. You know.
Yeah.
All that. You know.
Right.
That's cool. Yeah, I just I was going through these cards. I picked up. I went to this one sale today. One of my favorite type of sales, where you basically go there and they're like, you know, every time you ask them how much something is, they basically just say $1. So I ended up basically taking almost everything from this table, but they had a bunch of like boxes of cards and stuff. And so far, I found a pretty good one. I found a jersey card of Justin Van Verlander.
That's cool. Yeah,
I've heard of him before, so I know he's
Justin Verlander. Yeah.
I'm not a huge
He was with Detroit, and then he moved to what? Houston.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Paul? Good to see you, man. A bunch of Marvel stuff here. Not entirely sure what the heck this is, but it's pretty cool. It's like another one of those like
holograms
type cards. Well, it's not a hologram. It's like stitching. I don't have any idea what the heck this is. Animalocus, or I don't know. But I don't know if you guys can see that.
Oh yeah.
I have no clue what. I mean, it almost looks like a bug or something. Or I don't know. Origin of species. Like, well, I don't know why there'd be a trading card for that, but definitely help to someone if they want it. That's for sure. But like, there's like an entire like Marvel card set here.
Nice.
Like the past couple of days, like we scored like pretty big. So it's going to take me a long time to process everything, but I think that it's going to be like pretty good in the long run.
Was that all that church sale?
No, I didn't even go to a church sale. This was all today. We went to a community sale, and then we went to. I was telling Glenn a little bit. It was like a street-wide sale. It was just like long street worth of houses.
Nice.
These are kind of cool. They're like cut out.
Mm-hmm.
Different
like cuts. Yep.
Or like in the shape of a V.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it must be because they're villains. Okay, that makes sense. Why it would be a V now?
Right.
Yeah, they have everyone like Black Widow and Stereo. Black Widow looks like she might be like a special type card. Yeah, she is. Take those separate. Yeah, I don't know how expensive Marvel cards are, but
it all depends. I mean, like I said, it all depends on what they are, and so. Like I picked up. Adam picked up Simpsons Hit and Run today from PS2.
That's a good game to get.
Yeah, it is a good game to get. And he got 2 NCAA football 2013 Xbox 360.
That's
so,
cool.
Yeah.
I Oh, well, that's cool. There's like a whole bunch of these that are like comic book cards.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool.
There's so many different cards. It's crazy that you know. There was a guy selling a box of baseball cards today, and we started going through them, and I mean they're all from the '80s, so it's kind of like, yeah, okay, but the guy's like, oh, I want $20 for the whole box. I'm like, not worth it.
Yeah.
So, but
that's the sad thing is nowadays a lot of the cards, the paper's worth more than the actual card.
Exactly. So.
Going to be interested to see what. Oh, that's cool. It even talks about the first appearance, like of each character,
Right.
like, the comic that they first appeared in. That's kind of cool. If nothing else, I like Marvel and stuff. I might just keep these if they're not worth anything.
Mm-hmm. Like my friend Joe came over last night. He went to Savers and he found 35 G.I. Joe comic books for 69 cents each.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
I would have definitely scooped those up.
Yeah. And he picked up some of the Transformers ones. There was one Star Wars one, and he almost picked up he's gonna go back today, but they had a Robotech. So
okay.
So
Yeah,
there wasn't much out there today, to be honest.
How did everybody in the chat do? I'd be real curious to see what kind of pickups you guys had.
Yeah, Adam just said he struck out the last two that he went to.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was probably one of our better weeks that we've had all season.
And Kelly says she picked up a new in-box American sports history puzzle for $2.
Nice.
That's cool. Some of those go for pretty good.
There wasn't much in my area this week. It was mostly out towards Anthony's way, so I really didn't go anywhere today. Plus, I still had a bunch of stuff to list, and
yeah,
I've just been kind of bogged down with doing Amazon shipments and stuff like that. So I could finally organize my area and do my eBay stuff.
Hey, DC Sales, good to see you.
I was just talking with Tommy. Yes, I am, Adam. Yes, sir. Can't wait. Gonna love it.
It's gonna be
I just talked to Tommy, and he went to a hospital sale. He just picked up what?
I think there was such a thing as a hospital sale.
That's what I
thought. Tommy to find the cool stuff like that, though.
Yeah, and he picked up. What did he say? 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 i7 computers.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's Destiny just called me with one already. She just got it connected up, and she just said, "How does it look?" She's so happy. She's like, "Look at this! All right."
That's awesome.
What about Nate? So you didn't get anything? You just stayed home today and just chilled?
Yeah, I just stayed home. I woke up at 6:30, and it was like one of those moments where I didn't sleep much. I'm just gonna stay home. I have stuff here, you know what I mean? And it's like my last day off, so doing some family stuff too. So
that's cool.
Found a card in the Fonz.
The Fonz. Henry Winkler. Yep.
Yeah, because I gotta go into work at 4:00 in the morning tonight too. So.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's the only day that I work, early like that is on a Sunday. So.
That's cool. So. Yeah, I got up at 6:30 this morning, and my wife's working a double, so she won't get home until 8:30, 9 tonight. So the boy said, "Come on, guys, let's go. We're gonna hit some yard sales," and we hit a couple. I'm biting myself now because we went to one yard sale, and the lady had a Tycho Jurassic Park Lost World slot car set.
Oh, wow.
Complete in box. And she started off at 40. And I'm like, yeah, you know how you just sit there and 40 is a little too high, high. And she came down to 25. And I'm like, I don't know. I said, because it was just like, it was our third sale. And I'm like, if I get that, I'm not sure. And if I hit something else, and sure enough, we were driving away, and Adam goes into the comps and gets the cars alone with $30. I'm like, oh man.
Wow.
So I called my mom, and she's like, oh, we're there, and somebody's walking out with it right now. I'm like, oh.
Sucks. Yeah, I hate when that happens.
That's when you tell Adam, hey, you need to start looking up comps instantly, you know?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
When you get in trouble.
Well, that's what I'm trying to teach him. I'm like, listen, you gotta get faster on those keys. Let's go. You know.
You see another reseller walking back with a big smile on his face.
Yep, exactly. I'm like, man. I mean, even the track and everything does. I mean, I think it's sold for like $80 complete, but the car's worth more. I mean, no, whatever. You know, it was $30 to ship that people were at. So I'm like, no way, I'm good. And you break something breaks on it. And I know I was talking to Andrew in Australia, and he sells a ton of that stuff on eBay there, but they're running 240. So none of that stuff that they have there we can use.
Have fun at the Kiss concert, Paul.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's going tonight. I was going to ask him and see how it was, but
you could, take some footage there, man.
Yeah, he was funny last night. He was in the auction last night. He's going, oh, that's my wife. I guess Candace is his wife. I guess.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, no. She needs to bid. That's my wife. Whatever.
Hey, Anthony, I found I got a plush at the Goodwill last time I went.
Nice.
Before I started doing videos and stuff on it. This thing goes for, there's a comp on there, $27.99 for this thing.
Eeyore.
It's a Disney Store exclusive.
Yeah.
He's pink, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not usually pink. He's usually blue.
Yeah, or gray or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I couldn't believe how much I went for. It was like right by checkout. They have all their plush right by Century 3's Goodwill.
Yep.
And my wife, she goes, hey, you better look at that. And I'm like, okay. And I pulled it up, and she's checking out, and I'm just looking through stuff, because that's usually what I always do. I'm looking around, looking for other stuff while she's checking out, and I looked it up, and I'd seen, it was like worth at least $15-20, so I definitely grabbed it. But I sold one cell for $27.99 the other day, so I might list a little higher, see what I can go for.
Yeah.
Well,
you guys know that I've dropped a link. If anyone's interested in hanging out, feel free to pop in.
Cherry picker, I know Todd goes crazy. He makes big money on bras, It's crazy how he guy buys all used and new and used, and he makes a ton on that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I just actually just yesterday I bought an entire IKEA bag full of those like Disney plush like you got there, Nate.
Oh yeah.
The Disney Store exclusive and like Market exclusive ones.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to start picking them up if they go for that much, especially to this.
Yeah, I just sold one today for I think I don't know if they paid full price or if I took the best offer. With a Sully for Monsters Inc. I got $20 plus shipping for it.
Nice. That's cool. The Ivanka Trump calf length wool coat for $1. Wow.
Yeah, I'm looking through. I got a couple boxes of UFC cards. I didn't even know UFC had cards. But
yes, yep. They started coming out about 2011, 12. They started doing UFC cards when with Randy Couture and that whole crew.
Yeah. Yep. So that's what I'm looking through right now, seeing if I can find anything that is.
Yeah, they did. I know some of them. If it came out with a jersey or part of not jersey, whatever the onesie, whatever they want to call them.
Yeah.
You don't want to use that word in the title.
Onesie. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know. Then most of the UFC stuff is autograph stuff. So
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find. I mean, I'm finding some holographic stuff in here.
yeah.
That's definitely so good.
Yeah, I got 2 boxes full of them.
Yeah, I picked up when I was doing the racing stuff. I have a Earnhardt tire piece.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that came out of a pack. It was so funny because when I was working at the diecast shop, the boss came in. He goes, "I just picked up these 2 boxes," and he's like, "Oh, really?" He says, "Yeah, we're selling them for $5 a pack." I said, "I'll buy 2 packs right now just to see."
Yeah.
And I pulled it. He's like, "Damn, that was the only piece that's in that box." Like, sorry, dude. Because now what are you going to do? Well, nobody else has to know that we got the hits out of it. Just keep on letting buy it.
Yeah.
So
That's weird.
cool.
There's a bunch of these thicker ones. And
Right.
normally, like, the thicker cards have, like, a piece of jersey or material or something in them. These ones don't.
Those are the what do they call them? Kyle, what do they call the inserts when they're not inserts? They're filler cards, right? In sports in the packs. Yeah, filler cards. Yeah.
Yeah, the weird thing, though, is they actually, like, had, like, something printed on them, like the people.
Yeah, some of them do. Some of them could be like some of them. I know the not Hot Wheels. Be the game. Hockey had they had points. So you'd collect points, and however many points you got, you could go get a jersey or stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, my son opened up a box the other day, and what did he get? Oh, he got a die cut 300 Andy Dalton card. I'm like, yeah.
There you go. Red Rifle.
Yeah.
Oh, Derek, I'm going to miss you tonight. I got a church function to go to, so I'll catch the last, hopefully, last 30 minutes of it, depending on how long it goes.
I hear you. Yeah, I got 10 box lots going up tonight.
Nice.
So, yeah, I got a lot of crazy stuff coming up. Jewelry, toys, a couple of customs that I made.
I'm looking forward to seeing what you got tonight, Derek. Yeah. I'll definitely be watching. My wife went to Kennywood, so.
Oh, yeah, you said, yeah, that's right. You went to Kent, yeah.
Essentially, the only thing I got going on tonight is this, and then I'm just going to be listing stuff and
cool
the auction.
Yep. We're getting pizza. Another one? Oh, you got the free pizza. That's right. You got the free pizza. Are we going to get pineapple? Pineapple and Hawaiian pizza? Yeah. I'm joking.
Pineapple on pizza is amazing.
Yes, it is. Let's see. Is Kimmy in the chat? I know Kimmy was.
Yeah.
Pineapple pizza, Kimmy. Pineapple pizza.
Pineapple does belong on pizza.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there we go. Tiffany's in pineapple pizza.
I like it on pizza as long as there's a little bit, not a lot.
Pineapple pizza called Hawaiian.
I know.
Pineapples, I don't like it. I don't like pineapples at all.
They last night they had chicken pizza.
I like barbecue chicken bacon pizza.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's really good.
Hey.
I haven't really met too many pizzas I didn't like, to be honest with you.
Domino's is the best pizza.
No, I had Domino's a couple weeks ago on a church function. It was like dry and
all the chain pizza.
I like Papa John's.
Right.
They're hitting miss. Sometimes it depends on the guy cooking it that night, probably.
Right.
It's all the same. Like I like local places. I think they make the best pies because they really.
When you come up with Anthony, man, you're gonna try some amazing pizza when you get up here.
What?
I bet.
Because he's coming up with Anthony. He's gonna come up a couple later, and we're gonna hang. We're all gonna hang.
Where are we gonna get him?
We're gonna go to Cacertas and on the hill.
I was gonna say go to Cecilia's.
No, Cacertas. We're gonna go to Cacertas. What is not Cecilia's? Cacertas pizza, man. Look it up online. They get this thing called the Wimpy Skimpy. Oh,
We gotta take them to the huddle bar.
yes, we got to take them to the huddle too. Yes,
To get the Deflategate burger.
the Deflategate burger.
Has Doritos in it that you can crunch it into the beef.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Look
Nice.
at he's like, oh yeah. Remember, he's a fat kid. We
The thing that is called Deflategate, it got my attention.
yeah, got his attention. The Deflategate. Yeah, it's a little bar that's right down the street here. My friend Mike owns it.
Take it out for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can't go in. Yeah, but yeah, and their onion rings are beer battered onion rings.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
Sounds awesome.
Beer guys are the best.
Well, guys, I'm gonna take off. I gotta stop at the warehouse and dropping stuff off.
You have a good day and enjoy your function
See
tonight.
y'all, hopefully, I see y'all tonight.
Later,
All
buddy.
right.
See you, man. Bye.
See you guys. Oh, Kimmy. See, Kimmy comes in when my son Kyle says pineapple pizza stinks. Thanks a lot, Kyle. Kyle goes and put something about he doesn't like pineapple on pizza. Oh man, yeah, that Kelly. See, pineapple and Canadian bacon pizza. Yes, it is, Kelly. Yes, it is. That will be a definite. So, but yeah, we got a lot of good restaurants up here.
Yeah, we do.
Where you're gonna be like, oh man, we're in
A lot of Italian restaurants.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, that's cool.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'm half Italian, so
Yeah.
yeah, I'll take.
I
We'll
love
take,
Italian food.
we'll take you to Wise Guys Deli too.
3/4 Italian, so
That just sounds good.
it'll work out for
Yeah,
me.
look at this. Sounds good. Yeah, it's called Wise Guys Deli on Federal Hill. It's
Yeah,
the
if it's called
Italian.
that,
It's
it's
the
gonna be
Italian part of the
Pretty
problem.
authentic food. Yeah.
You got to walk around. You got to talk like this. You know what I'm talking about when you get away.
I hear you.
It's not like you're on the
I had 5 different card sets. Like,
Wow, cool.
yeah, buck a piece.
Jeez.
They're all newer sets too. Like within the last, I don't know, I'd say 5 years.
That's awesome.
Yep, I got a ton of like $1 stuff today. I thought these were kind of interesting. They're like kind of all messed up from me just throwing them around, but they're like remote control sumo fighters.
Oh yeah, those are the sumo fighter control. Yeah, RC control. Yeah, you slam them into each other.
Yep. So those are $1.
Callie, I'm telling you, when we're gonna take you to we're gonna take Anthony, we're gonna take Nate, and we're gonna go and have a true Italian grinder.
Nice.
This is like nice, big, thick. Hope you like peppers and onions and Italian dressing with gabagool and oh yeah, I mean this thing is like yeah, you're gonna love it.
Now I'm hungry. I just ate too.
Check that out, Nate. I got a little pirate parrot thing for $1 today.
That's cool.
Does cheese count as a topping?
No,
Yeah.
it shouldn't. Oh, thanks a lot, Kimmy. Love you too, hon. See, Kyle, see what you started. Boy.
Oh, there's Darlene.
No, Lisa wants to talk to you on Instagram.
How are you doing?
Uh-oh. Here comes trouble.
Hey guys.
What's
How you
up, Darlene?
Well, Keevan's asleep, and I figured I'd come in here and work on a jar
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
since my buddy sent me a link.
Yes, Adam, Partners Coal Fire Pizza is good when you can get over there and get in the door. That's the problem. Miss Kimmy's in the chat saying, here's my good vibe.
Hey Kimmy. Hey Kimmy. Oh, I went on. Was you on T this morning?
No.
Look at you.
I was doing yard sales this morning.
Did you get anything good?
Yes, I did.
Good.
Yep. I got some original Lego brochures.
Bless her heart, she had me and Debbie on.
Really?
I told her I hijacked her show. I felt like.
Darlene, did you read the chat there for a second?
I can't see it. You know,
Kyle, my friend Kyle, my son Kyle says
Yeah.
we have your swear jar on our desk in our room.
how much money have I made?
How much money is in there, guys?
Destiny.
You're not answering. He'll type it in the chat.
So Destiny's on. Who else is on? Besides Kimmy and Destiny.
Lisa C.
Hey, Lisa.
Yep, Lisa C's here.
I don't.
Good time
I
last.
don't think I've met every day I'm hustling. Have I?
Nate.
We've chatted, but we have never been face to face.
Well, hey.
Hello.
Yeah.
That's the princess of the morning shows.
Oh, okay.
It's all done. Let's go pick it up.
Oh, you see? Oh, Kyle says a couple of quarters, but you should have millions.
Those boys. They're gonna make me knock on that glass door after all. I'm gonna be like, knock.
Yeah, I can't get into clothes.
Oh, that's cool,
And
Kelly.
Kelly said she spent $40, but all right. I can't get into clothes except for like what I got today. I got the jersey, but that's different.
See, I like buying clothes. I think they're, if you buy the right brands, like, you can get a lot of, make a lot of money. And I do pretty good in them.
Yeah, I'm
Just like got more particular on what brands I buy.
right. All right.
I didn't buy anything that was like, the dollar day, dollar items or better. It was decent.
Oh, I told you, Destiny, you're gonna love it. Destiny got a new computer. Well, her new computer is running awesome. All right, bud.
I'll be glad when I get me another one, and it's awesome.
Well, she got an i7 that Tommy grabbed today. So
Just a
it's
heads
not
up,
new,
guys,
Tiffany. It's
really,
really blotchy. Yeah. Well, I know Ricardo is going live soon too. So
yeah. Whenever he goes live, we'll jump off and support him. What time's he go live?
yeah, it was 3 Central, so that's 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. We'll hang out for another 10 minutes.
Need to
Yeah.
set up
And then you
a
go live
photo
at 7 tonight. You said?
Yeah, I saw that he has internet now.
Yes, he does, and he's got his laptop working.
Yay!
That's what I said. I'm just waiting for my cell phone to come in now, so I can get my Mercari up, so I can do it on my phone and get everything rocking and rolling. Oh,
So you done created a monster in me, because now you done got me doing those little short videos like what Kevin brought me home yesterday.
oh boy.
It's your fault. You told me to do some short.
Yeah, you gotta do some content. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I mean, Anthony rocked it last night. Kevin rocked it last night on the track. That track was flying last night.
Yeah,
And he was asleep. He came in straight from work and went to sleep. He didn't even eat supper.
Yeah.
He was so tired yesterday.
He looked tired, but I saw him put the thing on the kitchen table when he came in, and then that was it. So
yeah, he did. He went right in there and went to bed.
I couldn't believe that Moronic Pest won the whole thing.
Yeah. I couldn't believe I even won a race. I won like 3 of them, I think.
Yeah, you got
That's right.
the first round or second round.
You knocked me out, Anthony.
I know.
Yeah. Don't act all innocent.
That's what I said. I said somebody's going to think that like I paid all my friends to like throw the race for me.
Sorry, it was so
I think
funny.
the first person I beat was Tommy.
This is fixed. I'm like, Jen Hayes was in the final against Moronic Pest, and man, she was like I want to win. I want to. She's like screaming in the. I'm like, I can't hear you.
I usually don't even get past the first time, but the past couple of races, I've done pretty good, and it's been exciting. But I had to do it. I had to do it quiet last night.
Yeah, that's the first time I ever got past the first round.
Well, this week is going to be very interesting because it's all Mopar, all Dodge, Plymouth, Chrysler, all these cars. I'm getting put up after everything gets cleaned up tonight, and gets boxed up, so I can mail it because I have to mail everything on Tuesday because it is a holiday here on Monday.
Oh yeah,
we're the only state that celebrates VJ Day. I'm like, seriously, we're gonna have a day off? I'm like, come on, I need to get stuff done.
Well, if you were still with the working people, you would be happy for that day off.
No, because I'd be working.
Oh.
It'd be one of the worst Mondays of the month.
What did you do when you come out of work? What was you doing?
What do you mean? When I worked, you mean?
Yes.
I was an executive chef.
Okay.
So, yeah, I was working 80 plus hours a week. I had one day off, and that was a Sunday, and that was to go and do the flea market to make more money.
Oh, yeah. So you wouldn't have had a day off. You would have been busy. That would have been a busy day.
Yep. I mean, I was in charge of the new Longhorns that they opened up. I opened up right from when they started building it. I got hired, and they were like, "You're gonna start next month," and I'm like, "All right."
You said Longhorn, like Longhorn steakhouses?
Longhorn Steakhouse, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I had a good friend of mine. She lives in Atlanta. She's in charge. She's a district manager. She's a district training manager. She calls me all the time. How you feeling? You okay? If you ever get better, I want you to come back. I'm like, I'm not going to get better, hon. You won't let me in the kitchen. The government will not let me in the kitchen.
We wish we could get better. I'd rather be working every day than,
Exactly.
Talking to you guys. I mean, what? No, you guys are my sanity.
Well, that's it. The same thing. And that was funny what you said the other day on what's going to happen on Wednesday. My little Spitfire is going to be here on Wednesday.
Hey, I hadn't said.
I know. I didn't say anything. I just said your little Spitfire will be here on Wednesday.
My little Spitfire. Yep. Unless something comes up.
I don't think it won't because we'll be good.
So I'm excited. Excited.
So, but yeah. So
you have a good day too, Veronica.
What's up, Mr. Cliff?
Hey, Cliff, how you doing, man?
Hey, Cliff.
Getting me in trouble this morning, Cliff. Huh?
How's he getting you in trouble this morning? You stay in trouble. So how's Cliff? Cliff's innocent. Cliff's innocent. I never hear nothing bad about Cliff.
Oh. What do you make, Darlene? Tiffany wants to know what you're making. You're making a God jar, right?
No, I am actually making a mermaid jar to sell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to be coming up on our sale too soon.
I know, and that's why I've got to be making some stuff. Because
there you go.
Taskmaster said you're going to be on in September. You better get busy. So,
Anthony's on Monday. It's already posted already. So
that's actually what I need to do is start pulling out more stuff for the auction.
Yeah.
I found the best hat today, Derek. Check it out. It's a black and yellow Cleveland Cavaliers hat.
That's cool. So it matches. It's like here I am. This is for you, bud.
Yep. Absolutely. I didn't even know there was such a thing, but when I saw it, I was like, the heavens parted just for me. So yeah, I had to have it, especially for $1.
That's cool.
Yep.
I mean, there wasn't even baseball hat. There wasn't no hats out there today. Nothing. I was like, oh.
Was that a fitted or a snapback?
It's a snapback.
Yeah, I just seen on the video.
Yeah, and I got a penguin snapback too. I'll probably just resell this one because I have a ton of penguin hats already.
Yeah.
This one's kind of cool though. It has like fabric underneath.
Yep.
It's like jersey mesh up top.
That's cool.
Snapback as well.
Yeah, I got a couple limited edition hats that I'm like psyched because they were you can only get them at the arena, and it was the St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
And they played the Penguins. New Jersey played the Penguins, and I have one, and everybody's like, "Oh, where'd you get that?" And I'm like, "Sorry, bud. This one's not for sale."
I got a huge Magic kit today too.
That's cool.
Yeah, I have so much stuff that's either like brand new like this or like opened and not really messed with for like $1 to $2. Bunch of like different board games and such like that.
Cool. Yeah.
With some toys.
All right, guys. I'm going to bounce out. Mr. Ricardo will be coming on in 5 minutes. So I'm going to
Good, man.
I am going to jump over there then and support Mr. Ricardo. Why I get blisters on my fingers.
Sounds good.
And
Yeah,
I will see you guys tonight.
Thank you for the invite. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. You guys are welcome anytime.
And we'll see you guys tonight too. So
Later, guys.
Sounds
All
good,
right.
Eric. I'll see you later.
All right.
Bye.
I ended up getting this for $1/4 today, Nate. Steeler helmet.
That's a nice little piece.
It's more like anything authentic.
So who buys stuff like that? Do grown-ups like to collect stuff like that, or do they get it for their kids?
Honestly, I don't know.
That could be for like
I can quote on
Halloween,
eBay, so
or it could be like a man cave item. That's what I would do for. I'd put it in my man cave, like next to my TV for Steelers season.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, for $1/4, I was like, I'm not leaving a Steeler helmet there.
Oh, no.
I had dreams of having my own man cave in my basement, but now it's turned into my inventory stockpile and box area.
Yeah, that's exactly what mine is now too.
Yeah, my husband always told people I finally got me a shop built, and Darlene takes everything out there and messed it up. But then I brought it all back in, so I have a room for it all, and I'm in the kitchen. So I told myself I'm going to migrate toward the room in there. I say everything's going to get out of the kitchen.
Check this out. Wireless Beats, $2 today.
Wow, that's a good deal.
Yeah, Ashley found them. I can't even take credit for that.
They Bluetooth?
Yeah, you can plug them in too if you wanted to. But yeah,
that's a heck of a sell.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because those go for like $199 or so, depending on
that. Yeah,
brand new. So I mean, even if you kept them for yourself, just do lives or whatever. I mean, they're nice. I love my set.
Yeah, honestly, I'll probably just sell them. I don't really. I have a decent pair of headphones already. That they're not like Beats or anything like that, but they're decent enough.
Right. I love the audio quality of them. They're just, amazing for listening.
I've never actually used Beats, so I'm not entirely sure.
The only thing that I could say bad about those pair that you might have, they could be fake because those are highly counterfeited.
Oh yeah, I don't even know how to check on that. They came with a case that also said Beats on it.
Oh, well, they might be. Just be careful.
I'd have to really look into it to verify that or not.
You would have to literally test them, put stuff on that's high bass and stuff like that.
Yeah,
if it sounds amazing, they're real.
I got a bunch of toys I need to make a lot out of.
Boondog, that's a great buy there for sure. So you got a Mermaid tote full of original Xbox and Xbox 360 games for $50. Just found the original Xbox and 360 underneath.
That's awesome.
Systems will get your money back right there easily. So
Yeah.
for the games are decent, that's all your profit. And you price some of the systems too a little bit, depending on which ones and what hard drives are in and all that good stuff.
I don't know a whole lot about these Beyblades, but I got a lot of them in this like little toy lot I picked up for $3 today.
I see a lot of those at Walmart, and I haven't picked any up.
I'm not talking for these like Voltron things or whatever. They're like dogs and different kind of like animals that like transform.
Yeah, at least see the wireless headphones are the best for doing anything, yard work, listing. I mean, for me, like that's what I want my get a wireless pair, because this way I can listen to YouTube and when I list or if I'm doing stuff with the kids, I'm still locked into whatever I'm listening to or doing. So
yeah,
keeps me focused. Yeah, I'm kind of upset I didn't go to any yard sales because just like you found an amazing dude. And
like I haven't even got into like the bulk of what I actually found today either.
Oh really?
Yeah, dude. Like between last night and today, I'll probably easily make over $1,000.
Wow.
I'm just kind of in a working hangout with Anthony, and every day I'm hustling. Anthony.
That's what it came in, Nate.
And Nate. Every day I'm hustling. Derek was in there.
Does that look real to you?
But
that looks pretty.
The case it came in.
Yeah, it looks pretty. Clear. I mean, like I said, it's really highly.
He's gonna be live in a minute.
They make good fakes too, so just be careful.
It came with some cable to plug it into. Like if I wanted to put wire to it.
Okay.
I guess some charging cable too.
I mean, that's probably the real deal then. If it had all that stuff, and they probably just wanted to get rid of it for whatever reason.
I'm guessing maybe the lady didn't know what they were worth. I don't know.
Yeah.
Some people just want to get rid of stuff.
Yeah, I definitely experienced a few of those people just wanting to get rid of stuff today.
Well, I'm gonna jump off, and I guess see how Ricardo's doing on his new computer.
Sounds good.
And
thanks for jumping in.
Thank you for sending me the invite.
Anytime. You're always welcome.
Thank you. And nice put face. I think I've seen you on other people's, but yeah, I'm the crazy hat lady in the morning. So.
Oh, okay.
All right. Bye, you guys.
See you later. Have a good day. Yeah, I just had so much stuff because of the, my last day, off and stuff. I kind of got to get myself together because I've been staying up till 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Every morning for whatever reason, I just get glued into just doing different things or researching this and that. I just and the one thing, when you got kids, when you're locked in on something, they're asleep.
Yeah.
You get totally locked in because you're not just, no one's waking you up or not waking you up. Nobody's bothering you, or you're just all the way in doing whatever you're doing. So.
Yeah. So I don't know. I figured maybe we'll just keep hanging out until Ricardo goes live or whatever. A couple people said they don't see him live, so I don't mind keep hanging out.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I'm
sitting here doing this, whether or not we're live anyway, so it don't really matter to me.
I need to get my little photo station next to me, so this way I can actually do some work and stuff like that, because I have items to list and everything else. I just don't have photos, and I can't do a photo setup how I am right now. So I got to figure out something.
No, you could probably do. You probably get. I mean, if you want to get ghetto with it, I mean, unless you want to get a little more efficient with it, I mean, you could just get like one of them like little TV dinner tables. Just set out like one of those thick poster boards on it. But if you wanted to be like more official, I mean, just go get a little table or something, or even like a little coffee table, stick stuff on, or
look at this
setup right there.
Yeah, I'm like set up in like a corner, and because I'm just so like crammed with stuff and everything else. So I got all my shelving behind me, and I got my kids over my shoulder. If you see, you see the little head. Oh, he's gonna cry. Junior, you have to go around. He tries to go through like the blocked off area because I got stuff stacked.
I bet.
So what do you have planned for today and tomorrow?
Well, today I'm just gonna focus on listing and just getting stuff up. Tomorrow we're gonna go to church in the morning, and then after that, gonna just come home, chill for a little bit, and we have some people coming over for a wrestling pay-per-view.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was it WWE's or is that
yeah,
other?
Yeah, it's SummerSlam tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna watch that.
I still have one of my box sets I need to sell. I have it's either Royal Rumble or SummerSlam. I think it's the Royal Rumble one I have. It's just one of the volumes of WWE, WWF of their pay-per-views or whatever.
Okay.
And it has like 5 years worth of all their videos or whatever on that from those events and stuff like that. So I still have one. I told the SummerSlam it had I think it was 20 years worth. It was brand new sealed that found at a yard sale. I sold it for $100.
Nice.
I think I bought that and the other. I think I had 3 different volumes. The SummerSlam was one big volume of 20 years. I think it was from 85 to 2005. Yeah. That was the one I sold for 100. And then the other one was I think the second Royal Rumble volume, and I got 150 for all that combined. I bought them for $13 total. So that was a heck of a flip.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was going to. It was a local yard sale, and I'm driving to my planned route, and then I see all of a sudden a yard sale sign. I'm like, I'll just stop real quick. So I go there. I'm like, well, this is kind of a waste of time. And she says, oh, I got all these DVDs under here, and most of the time I don't pick up DVDs because there's just no money in them or anything.
Yeah.
She had all kinds of WWE sealed ones. Yeah. And there were like special box sets that you could buy at Best Buy and stuff like that. So I tried to look up just a few of them, and where it was really worth me grabbing, and those were the only ones. So I was really happy I jumped and did those. It was like one of the first yard sales I went to this year.
Yeah, that's a definite bolo for a lot of people that don't know about the wrestling DVDs. Those can catch a fair price even still today. I mean, some of them aren't worth much, but even if you get a bunch of them a lot together, it's still worth picking up if you can get them cheap enough.
Yeah, like one was like Mankind, and then it had Sacco in it, and that wasn't worth too much, so I left it behind because she wanted, I think, $4 a piece for them.
Gotcha.
And I think it was going for 15 or so. It wasn't big money, so I just kind of left because I had a lot of sales to go to, and I just didn't want to just drop a whole lot of money before I even got really started.
Yeah.
It was a huge community sale that I was going to, so I was like, well, I'll just grab what I know, is big money. And then she was like, I'm going to have another one. So I thought, oh, okay, well, I'll do my research and then just go do it like the following week or whatever. And she hadn't had it yet. So I'm kind of like, just waiting my time for her to have another sale. But the one's going to be exciting is tomorrow. This lady she posted a bunch of Barbies on it was on Facebook Marketplace or whatever, and you know, every time you see someone on Facebook post something, they're always like overpriced, or you know, there's not a lot of money to be made. But you know, I told her, I says, you know, I'll buy a bunch, and at first I wasn't going to do it, and then I went and did, and I bought a bunch of 90210 ones, and she had I Love Lucy's that were all sealed, never opened. Box condition was amazing. Like you could tell she took care of these or whatever. So
Yeah.
I bought those. So she's having another sale. And I was talking to Lisa C in the chat. She has a Hallmark collection, just older Christmas ornaments sealed.
Yeah.
Like a huge, huge lot. So I told her I was interested in those. I'm hoping she'll give me a good price on those, especially now because Christmas is, you know, right around the corner. So I wouldn't mind getting those. And then they're small too, so it's not going to take up a lot of space, even if they would sit for a little bit. So I'm going to look at those. I'm going to try to look at some of the Barbies again. There's some designer ones that she wanted big money for because they're actually like designers made the outfits and stuff. So I'm really gonna have to look over some of those comps and stuff and see what, you know, what I can pay for them, because you know, it's not like I'm gonna drop $5 or $10 on them. They're probably gonna be $20-$30 dolls or whatever. So
yeah,
and that's, you know, being on the probably the low end, you know, what I would pay for them. So I have to see what they would go for. She was making it sound like they go for a lot of money, so we'll see. I'm gonna try and film, but yeah, since it's like a private, like indoor sale or whatever, I'll probably won't be able to do as much.
I got called out for the first time yesterday for filming. The dude ended up being cool with it and whatnot.
Oh, really?
Just like, are you filming me? I was like, I'm just filming your stuff. You know what I mean? I was like, I have a YouTube channel, so I like to, you know what I mean? I like to film the stuff I get. I was like, is it cool if I just keep filming? He was like, no. I'm like, part of me is like, okay, I think he's like, you know, messing around with me, so I'm just gonna keep filming. And he was kind of just messing around with me, so.
Oh, he was? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was cool about it. So.
I was gonna say, like, that's why I like the book bag one, because it's easy to like sorta like you still see a camera, but you know, it's kind of like put in the book bag, so it makes it look like, you know, they wouldn't really look, and you get that angle of like a down look, so you're not going to get too many people's faces and stuff like that. So no one will really get upset if you're filming or whatever.
How much was that book bag one?
Oh, that's
not the camera, the
clip.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get one of those.
Yeah, it was $9.99 on Amazon. Hello.
Hello.
How are you, ladies?
Pretty good. How's it going there, guys? Hey, Anthony.
It's going well.
I've got my friend Laura here. We're trying to teach her how to do eBay.
Oh, okay.
It's ugly. she's trying to do it on her phone. She doesn't have a computer, so I always do it on computer. So it's like we're walking through it slowly.
Yeah.
I did some listings last night for the first time in a couple days, and to me, it seems like they updated their desktop format a little bit. Where
they might have.
Like if you put stuff in your title, it will just automatically throw a lot of that stuff into the you know, the bottom box with the description. Not the description, but like right above the description, where it was like where you put in like, say, model number or this and that, or size or color. Like it automatically kind of put those in automatically. I mean, before, but you would have to accept those or something like that, and it kind of wouldn't make sense on some things, because they would just kind of take random pieces out of it, and you know, like for brand, they would put the wrong brand and stuff. So
great, I can't wait to do that. So far on the phone, it's been pretty easy. We're just kind of like playing with it right now.
Yeah, that's typically how I do things. Is the phone is super simplified.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more to do once you pull it up on the actual computer, but if you can stick to the phone in the beginning, that was what really made it, you know, easier for me, is learning the phone first.
Yeah, so she's doing it. We're listing some stuff, some RA that she picked up at Walgreens. So, and she's not. Some of these are gated and some aren't. So, on Amazon. So,
do you normally sell Amazon? Is that why you're learning eBay now?
she's actually learning both.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is Laura, by the way.
Hi, Laura.
I should change my thing.
That's Nate. He has a cool beard.
I got the reseller beard. It comes with the Amazon and eBay store.
Oh God, mine's not in yet. Although it's coming.
It would take me like 20 years to grow a beard as long as yours did.
I think mine was like 6 months or so that it really like peaked to this length, and I trimmed it from the first time I went live on Static's channel. It was like really like puffed out, so it was out of control. So I just trim it down a little bit.
I'm hoping mine doesn't come in as thick as yours. That's for sure.
Yeah, it kind of has the wolf.
Can you hear my dog barking?
Yeah, don't bother me none.
Yeah, don't bother me.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Honestly, I was wondering if that was like from this computer, or if that was coming from upstairs.
My computer is not making that noise. Thank goodness. That would have been fun.
What kind of dog do you have?
Computer is not. Huh?
What kind of dog do you have?
It's obviously a
little yippy dog.
A little yippy dog.
I was wondering if it was one. I have 2 Maltese.
Shih Tzu.
Okay, so similar.
Yeah, Shih Tzu.
Dog.
So she doesn't like people being in the house, but not being in the same room as her. Gotcha. It's very touchy that way.
So how long have both you been selling on Amazon and eBay?
For about 5 minutes.
I was going to say 5 minutes.
About 5 minutes. Yeah.
Hey, that's a great start, though. I mean, this is the time to jump in, especially on Amazon, even if you don't want to sell right away. Reason why I say that is because the longer your account is active, the better chance of you getting ungated in some categories. Like you'll have a head start for when you are trying to get in some categories.
Yeah, it's true. Like I've been doing it probably about I did merchant fulfilled for a long time, but now I've started to do a little more, FBA. And we were scanning these, and I was typing them in on my computer under my account. And she was scanning them under her account, and then she's like, "Well, this is restricted." And I pulled it up, and I said, "Well, it was fine on mine." So there is a difference. Yeah,
definitely. Like and the longer you have an account, like I started selling in January on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the stuff that you would hope to be able to sell or think, oh, well, this isn't that popular of a category or thing, you'd be surprised. They just totally lock it down. But now that I've been on there 6 months and my sales have been pretty decent, I'm seeing some things open up, but not really like whole categories or topicals or anything that I would love to be in right now. So
I'm still restricted in a few things I'd like to be unrestricted in, but it comes slow.
Best thing to do is if you really want to jump into Amazon and really just dive into a category, try to get a invoice from a wholesale company. Even if you lose money on the 10 items, it pays for itself because now you source from clearance items or whatever from all the stores and everything. So.
Oh, totally, yeah. And right now I'm part-time in it, so I'm not really to the point where I'm ready to jump in like that. But that's the plan for sure. Is just fine, even if we lose a little money at the get-go, get that ungated, and then you just get to go.
Right, because for fourth quarter, it's huge. The money or the opportunities of things that you can find that are going to be super hard to find, toys or just different things. The money that is there that you can make just by doing that, is amazing, and that's why I jumped on. Like for me, I bought a lot of the hot items last year, sold them on eBay, and I don't know, some of them sold, some of them sat until, middle of March of this year, and I'm looking at what some of the things sold on Amazon for, and I'm just like, wow, like I'm really missing the boat.
Yeah.
I had those same exact items, cheap, price lower than lower than Amazon on eBay, and like, why is this not happening? So I was like, once January came around, I was like, I got to do it, and I do this. I work a full-time job too, so I understand how you feel with not wanting to fully jump in like that, but that's the only way I feel like I can get my business from I'm making a very decent income just on Amazon. eBay is like my gravies, I would say, because it's the higher ROI things, like where I buy for $5 or $1 or whatever the case is, and you know, I'm selling for 20 or 50 or 100, like those DVDs I bought the other day. So it's great because I can, with the how FBA set up, you know, I just send everything in, and then, you know, I can still go to garage sales and do everything else, work my job or do whatever. So it doesn't, you know, just because you're doing Amazon doesn't make it have to be like a tie down situation where, oh, well, all I can do is Amazon, and now I have to give up garage sales because now I have to run after this item, you know. So it's pretty cool. I love it.
Yeah.
I have to edit my picture in my gallery.
Now, since you just got on Amazon, you said like 5. I don't know if you.
That would be me.
It was Laura.
But
Laura,
did you have to pay to get on, or did you sign up for a free account? I've been having trouble doing a free account.
Really? Well, how long have you been signed in Amazon on that free account? Because she's
like 3 months.
She's had it for a little while. She just never really got serious about doing it until just recently. So
I'm gonna have to try it again. I don't know if I'm just doing something wrong, or if maybe I'm, you know, a certain browser type doesn't work, because I've noticed a lot of websites are funny with Mac.
Yeah, that's possible.
I don't know if that's what's going on, because I do use a MacBook, so maybe that has something to do with it, or I don't know.
Did you just try it with your phone? Because that's what she's been signed in on, and she's doing merchant. She's doing merch fulfilled. So she's doing merchant fulfilled right now.
I've only tried it on the computer, but yeah, I will try it on my phone actually. Now that you mention it.
See what that does.
Yeah, like with me, when I first tried to sign up, you know, I was ready to jump to the professional, which I should have did the free, got my inventory in some, and then a month or two after pay the $40, because at first I didn't have any inventory in there. So, you know, for the first week or two, you know, I'm just wasting, you know, my money I basically paid that $40 for. So, but I had issues as well with it. It was really weird. Like, I would go in, give them all the information, and then even though I said I wanted to pay the $40, it had trouble with my ID for some reason. And, you know, I have a good scanner and stuff. It just didn't make any sense. So I ended up using a different email. It was still Gmail, but I still used a different email, which I'm glad I did, because Amazon sends you tons and tons and tons of spam mail all day. So it ended up working perfectly. So all that email goes to is basically just Amazon stuff.
Yeah.
All that junk mail from them. And then my personal is not, you know, bogged down with all that stuff to go through and stuff like that. So
Anthony,
it worked the second time. So I don't know.
Anthony, Eat Sleep Amazon says if you want some help with it, just PM on Facebook.
Okay, I appreciate that, Tiffany. I'm gonna try signing in with my phone, like they did first, to see if that helps.
How's it going?
Lisa,
I think I'm doing it.
In the chat. I just forwarded an email for you.
There is.
Lisa sent me some information for you, Nate.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, just send that over.
So yeah, it's already forwarded. So you should have it already.
But we're gonna probably jump off so we can do a little more of this. And
sounds good. Thanks for jumping in for a couple minutes.
Having fun.
I'm having fun.
She's having fun. We'll keep listening now. But thanks for having us.
Yeah, not a problem. Anytime.
You bet. Talk to you later.
Have a great day.
Bye, guys.
Later.
Yeah, Nate, check this thing out, man. I got a, I don't know if it was some kind of a Sony, I think it might have been some kind of a, I'll just show it to you. But this is probably the coolest remote I've ever seen for something.
Hey, by the way, I tested one of those DVD players already from the bins.
Yeah, did it work?
Works marvelous.
Awesome.
I was so happy. I pretty much counted those things dead in the water for some reason, just because, you know, you see how they throw this stuff in the bin. So those things are so finicky after getting shipped sometimes. So for them,
the crazy thing is, a lot of times the stuff that goes in the bins is stuff that's already been through the thrift stores.
Right.
Yeah. So this thing, it's a receiver, I believe.
Right.
This remote I got for it is like the coolest like remote I've ever seen for one of these things. So it almost kind of looks kind of like a one like you'd stick on a thing, but then it opens up like one of the old clamshell, like original clamshells.
I've never seen
just like all kinds of like options on it.
Yeah, I've never seen a remote like that. That's awesome. That remote by itself might be worth big money.
That's what I was thinking. And it was just kind of like a thrown with it. I didn't actually check the model numbers to make sure it actually goes to it yet or not, but I would assume it did. It was sold with it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that might even be like a universal type remote, maybe possibly too, for different stuff.
Yeah.
Because with all those buttons and whatever, I mean, that could basically run, like if you had all Sony stuff, it might run all Sony stuff from that maybe.
Yeah, I thought it was super cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. I've never seen that.
Hey, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, my camera doesn't work on my laptop. If I use my phone, then I can't list. Sorry, my camera doesn't work on my laptop. If I use my phone, then I can't list. Sorry, my camera doesn't work on my laptop.
You just have to mute the YouTube phone.
Sorry, my camera doesn't work on my laptop.
You just have to mute the
It is muted.
There you go. Whatever you did worked. Whatever you did worked.
I hit mute.
Still with us?
I hit mute.
I picked this thing up today. I sold one of these probably when I first started my eBay store for like 45, 50 bucks. Probably when I first started my eBay store for like. It's like one of those, like I guess playset type things.
What is that? Megazord or whatever.
Yeah, it's a Megazord. Like lights up and stuff. Makes like noises, and it doesn't have any of the figures either. That's what I thought was kind of cool. Like I was able to sell this for what I sold it for without any figures last time too, because I picked it up at Goodwill last time, I think for like $4.99, and they wanted 10. I gave them 6 for it today. They didn't get it.
I so wanted to do. I should have went to garage sales because I wanted to do another video. I like making content.
I was actually going to hit you up and see if you wanted to head out to Verona with us too, because they were doing it town wide.
Oh, if you'd have told me that, I would have definitely went because
there
I couldn't find anything like really like heavily concentrated or have a possibility to have a bunch. Except for ones that I could maybe like hit 2, drive 10, 15 minutes, hit another one. Like I didn't want to be like a super dragged out day, like doing a lot of driving. Like I would have definitely did that.
Yeah, there was they had a flyer going around. Like you could basically stop at any of the businesses in town, and they'd hand you a flyer. They had 62 houses signed up, and then they had other people just decide to do it that weren't like signed up for it.
Oh man, we should have did that. Because I started at one side, you start the other side. We had the best stuff. We could have did a nice combo video like that.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
That was pretty cool how our bin videos were totally like different. There was stuff I didn't even see.
Dude, how far are you from Cranberry?
Like an hour and a half.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize you were that far. I was going to say there's a church sale out there that my aunt told my mom about. They had the sale this week, but next week, I think Friday is I want to say half off of everything, and then Saturday is fill a bag for $20.
Yeah, Friday I work Friday unless it's early. I could go like in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm off Saturdays always, so
okay,
that's never an issue. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm off Friday, Saturday. Yeah, I'm off Friday, Saturday.
Cool.
I was thinking
Well,
about the old schedule.
I'm not entirely sure what my schedule's looking like for this week yet, just because I don't know what Ash's work days are yet.
Yeah.
I basically base my schedule around whatever days she works.
Right.
I would foresee myself probably going there, unless of course like it would be like crazy out this way, which I mean it's been super great out this way the past few weeks, so I don't know if I'd be lucky enough for that to continue.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if it was something, decent, I would definitely head out. Yeah, I mean, just let me know what you see, and I don't know. I was just so into doing a bunch of different things yesterday that I really didn't look into yard sales, and then I kind of did, and then I just didn't really find anything like from photos and stuff that was like really worth going to. It was a lot of just bigger items and tables and stuff like that like a bunch of the sales had. I'm like, I just don't want to, I'd rather get my eBay listings done and clear up some room if possible and sell some stuff.
Yeah. I definitely need to clear some room, but I'm really not even going to focus on clearing room until maybe late September, just because I want to make sure that I have enough stuff to last me.
Yeah. With that's why I like doing Amazon too. Is even if when things slow down for yard sales and stuff like that, I can always do RA and OA and stuff like that, and then now I have the bins in my arsenal, so it's just one more thing that I can do to go source and stuff like that. I do go to Groville from time to time, so it gives me another store to hit. I mean,
definitely.
Like you see in my one video, I hit like 6 or 8 stores. Just sourcing for all the platforms. So, or both platforms, let's say eBay and Amazon. So,
It's too hot to hit garage sales down here in Texas. I don't. They're year round, so once
that's awesome.
Over,
I wish.
Yeah,
that would be like the only way I could see me doing, reselling full time with just eBay if it was something like that, because then I got a nice stream of items just floating in or being able to go source, on a consistent basis.
Should I even considered moving to Florida just for that that was one of the main reasons. The other reason, obviously, she's in healthcare. So that's big down there, just for the fact that there's a lot of older people that live down there.
Right.
But that was definitely something, especially like over the winter when literally like my sourcing was either like RA or thrift store. Basically, that's pretty much the only source I had.
Right.
I mean, I would still order stuff, online if I could find it, but I don't do too much sourcing online. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's just that I have a harder time finding things or whatnot online, but I haven't come across any kind of a consistent source online that I could rely on yet.
I might have to show you a little bit of the secret to my sauce.
I'm all about learning some secrets. Well, yeah, during like this time of year, I'll definitely grind it out, like every Friday and Saturday.
I think I might do a video on it, with what I do for, like a little video on a couple different things I do that really helps me save some money on anything I buy, and how to different ways to source and stuff. So
I think that'd be good.
Do that. Yeah,
I think that would help out a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of some different things that I can do for different topics and stuff that I can do that that bring a lot of value, or different things, different people, and to spread some knowledge and stuff. Because a lot of times I'm not going to be able to do videos on hauls and stuff because I'll be going back to work now. So I want to have a lot of time, and I'm trying to bring good content and try to do a couple of videos a week or whatever. So maybe I'll probably end up doing like 3 videos a week is probably my goal, something like that.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You don't want to wear yourself out when you're fresh into it. When
Right.
I first started, literally, I was just doing a weekly video. I think I was releasing it every Friday or whatnot.
Mm.
And after like a couple weeks, I was like, well, I'm like so ahead on videos, I might as well start doing it twice a week.
Right.
Did that for a little bit, and then eventually, after another couple of weeks, it was like, wow, I'm still really ahead. So I went to 3 days a week. And then from there, from 3 days, I basically just shot to 7 because I was still super ahead.
Oh, okay.
Like, I just uploaded 3 videos from the time I got home. I don't know, I got home maybe around noon till the time this started. Just 3 videos that I filmed within the last 2 days.
Oh, okay.
So, and that put me up to, I think, September 2nd on videos.
Wow.
So, like, I'm pre-scheduled all the way through this entire month already.
Awesome.
Yeah, and that was with me doing a lot of double upload days this past week. And I think that's what I'm going to keep doing. I'm going to keep scheduling ahead just to make sure, like, because I'm going to be going to Derek's for a week. So that's going to, you know what I mean? That might throw off my videos a little bit, even though I will be recording pretty much the whole time I'm down there.
Right.
But I just want to make sure that the channel stays 7 days a week, high quality content. So I'm going to keep like grinding out videos as much as I can. And that's what I do. Like if I'm going places and I know that I'll be able to get a video out of it, or something pops up and I'm like, wait a minute, that would make a decent video.
Right.
Just, you know what I mean? I'll just record it and get as much footage as I can. And my thing is I want whatever I do to like tell a story. So like, I don't like just mismatching a whole bunch of stuff together. I kind of want it to like make sense the beginning to the end. But I think working ahead really helps a lot with that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel
Forgotten Winter. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it.
I feel Forgotten Winter about editing. You know, my first video I did, you know, I'm totally new to the software. I haven't edited videos probably since, you know, bootlegging videos were a thing with burning DVDs and stuff, because I would burn them for myself. And yeah, I was using a whole new process and, you know, all new equipment and everything else. So it was like my first video, I think I'd not wasted, but you know, did 5 hours or something to really do my first video. So I had to watch a little bit of like how-to stuff and whatever else. So this way, you know, I wanted to put something that was, you know, good out there. So try to mix a little comedy in with some learning and stuff like that. I don't want
to use a PC or a Mac.
I'm on a PC.
Okay, so yeah, I was gonna say I could show you iMovie really simply, but if you're on a Mac or a PC, I don't really know what do you use to do your videos?
I use Filmora 9.
Okay.
Bourbon Beard was using it, and I asked him because I liked what he was doing, like with his editing and stuff like that. And you know, he's like, you know, here it's free, but then I seen a watermark at the bottom of the screen. So then, you know, I had to basically buy one. So I paid, I think it was $59.99 for a lifetime, you know, thing for it. So it wasn't that bad for what it was. There's a lot of good features to it. There is a lot of free stuff I should have looked at too. So I didn't have to pay. I hate paying for stuff like that. Like there's free stuff that are just as good, or stuff that, you know, they're going to go to charging people, like doing like a beta or a test phase or whatever you want to say, to have people try and use it and get some you know, high reviews on it or whatever. Then they'll go to, you know, charge for it. That's what I probably should have did. But $60 isn't bad for what it was that you know, I got and everything. I'm happy with it.
That's cool. Forgotten Winter uses Premiere Pro. Looks like.
Yeah, there's
this video maker app on my phone.
There's a lot of stuff to learn about video editing and stuff like that. Like just doing a 3D like intro or whatever is, you know, a lot of work and a lot of different projects you need.
I could probably get my boys to do it. They took all this like computer programming and animation classes in high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you know they had all sorts of neat stuff in high school now that we graduated. You know.
Yeah, there wasn't anything like that in my school. We were a small school, so expenses of computers and stuff weren't like a priority at the time. I'm surprised they're even still our own school right now. How small the school is and everything. Probably going to merge if I had to guess.
They had like 800 people in their graduating class, so it's a pretty big school.
Yeah, ours is, when I graduated, I think there was 60 in my class, and probably around the same now, if not smaller, if I had to guess.
I went to Fox Chapel for high school, so like we had like the top notch of everything.
Yeah, you guys have everything. I think you guys will have. Don't you have hockey too, or something?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have everything. You have wrestling, hockey. I mean, you name it. You guys, had it.
Yeah, yep. Our school district includes the Woodlands, Texas, which is a very affluent area, and so we got to make sure they got everything. Yeah, they got these huge stadiums and auditorium, and they have a lacrosse team, and all that stuff. And I'm like,
what's up, Kurt?
School I went to.
Yeah, I haven't touched or did any editing in probably 15 years or something. So,
I don't even think they were teaching video editing whenever I was. Well, we're about the same age, but I don't remember video editing ever being a thing that was taught.
No, there was the only computer class that we had was there was one for typing, which I don't know why they would teach really typing, but there was a typing class.
Yeah, we had a typing class too.
And there was a one, for Microsoft Word and stuff. They would show you how to do. I got a certificate from Microsoft, like Word and Office and stuff like that.
My son was taking computer animation. They had like a 3D printer, and he was 3D printing stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah.
This must have been pretty recent.
Yeah, he graduated in 2015.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wish I could learn some stuff about the 3D printers and stuff. You can do a lot of nice, cool things with those.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine that was like in on the ground floor of the 3D printing thing. Like he actually even did a Kickstarter for one of the first filament machines there ever were.
Really? That's awesome.
Hey, what's up, Craig? Yeah, I was the same way, Forgotten Winter.
Yeah, I like the live chats. I like interacting with people and being in the community, and it's very.
Yeah, I enjoy it too. I think that's why I do more and more live shows now. It's just because I do enjoy the interaction more so than I've been doing it a lot lately with hauls. I used to just film it, and now I'd rather just go live and do it.
Yeah,
I talk with people because they understand. I tell my husband, "Look what I found." He's like, "Well, that's nice." And it's like,
yeah, exactly. It was like last night. I picked up all those video games, and Ashley was mad I was spending $60, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? Like that's the price of like a PlayStation 4 game." Like, I just walked away with 28 games. It's going to net us $500 to $600.
Right.
And she's looking at me like I have 3 heads.
That's the one thing I can definitely say about my wife. Like, she has 100% trust in all of my business maneuvers and stuff like that, because she knows that I wouldn't do something to jeopardize, basically everything that we've built up to this point.
Yeah.
She's always a big backer.
I gotta jump off. I gotta take my son to work. So.
All right, Kelly. Thanks for jumping in.
Mm-hmm.
See you later.
Yeah,
have a good day. Yeah, that's one thing that is awesome. Because in some of the people's relationships or whatever, that there's always one person who doesn't understand the business, or doesn't understand. Sometimes you got to pay up on stuff to make big money or consistent money and things. So, you know, she kind of just gave me the will, and she just holding on.
Well, I mean that's the cool thing too. Is Ash is reasonably cool with it too. She doesn't always understand it, and she thought I was crazy. But then when she saw like 300 came back that night, she was like, "Okay, you might know what you're talking about." Even though she knows like the one thing that I'm like really obsessed with outside of like like wrestling and sports and stuff is basically Nintendo.
Right.
You think whenever I come back with big bag full of Nintendo games, I might know what I'm talking about.
I'd have gave her the little, "Hi, I told you so." Yeah, because I mean, a lot of times, you go to these yard sales and stuff, and we're buying games for $1 or whatever, unless it's super good titles. So for you to drop 60 on how many titles?
28.
Yeah,
I mean, just over $2 a piece.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a little more money, and you're buying a lot of 23 games. So maybe she was doing the math and thinking like, why are you paying more now for these than other ones, and that made her nervous. So it's anytime you make a big buy, there's a little bit of nerves to get into everything, My puppy sits next to me the whole time I sit here. Come here. Come on live. Come on live. Come on live. He's such a good dog for my kids and stuff.
What kind of dog? Is that a pit bull?
Pit bull, yeah.
Yeah.
People give bad names for pit bulls. Okay, good. But they're great family dogs if you do the right things with them and stuff like that. Like I've never had any issue with any pit bull around my babies and stuff like that. But I always kept an extra watchful eye because they are an animal. So the only thing the only thing he does, he'll kill them with kisses.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of pit bulls like that too that are just so chill.
Yeah, you get some people that leave them outside, and they wonder why they're mean and stuff like that. So my kids love them. My daughter adores it. My son.
I think another thing too is their size. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
If they were, say, like the size of my dogs, I have Maltese. If they were the size of my dogs and they bit somebody, no one would label them as vicious dogs.
Right.
You know what I mean? But being that they're that size, you know what I mean, and one or however many have bitten somebody, they get a bad rap just because they're larger and I guess scarier to somebody.
Right. I mean, you see some of these dogs, pit bulls. I mean, people feed them basically protein and steroids and all this other crazy stuff, and they turn into bear-looking animals because they do have the big frame and they are very muscular animals and stuff like that. But you see some of them that are, they are purebreds that it's just crazy how big they get and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Those go for a lot of money, the puppies, for those batches or litters or whatever you want to call it. And but then because they were like that, chances are they're not as friendly because they're breeding dogs and stuff like that. So
yeah,
right, Lisa, it's definitely the owners, right? Like my dog is protective when he needs to be. He just has that sense, and that sense is amazing. Like if someone comes to my door, even if it's the mailman or the pizza guy, friendly, but if he has a bad vibe, he'll bark. And then I know, okay, I gotta watch this guy for some reason. He has my back. He's my second layer of defense. My kids fight with each other so much.
That's what kids do. That's what they do best.
Especially the three I have. One will have something. They have so many toys. You've seen all the toys I got at the bins for them, right?
Yeah.
I took them all out. I cleaned them, wiped them down and everything. And then we gave them to the kids. and I think there's like 20 different ones or whatever or something like that. There's a whole bunch of them, and my son had to grab the one my daughter had, and then my youngest had to grab that one too. And I'm like, seriously, guys? I'm like, you guys have a million toys. Like, if I would go through and like literally list them, them all on eBay what they have, I would need a anchor store for all the stuff that they have. So, it's just I don't know. It's like a sibling rivalry that they secretly have at such a young age already. That he has this, I want this.
Have you ever thought, Forgotten Winter, of getting one of those? It's like one of those pull behind. What are those things called, Nate? You know what I mean? Like U-Haul will rent them out to people.
Oh, like a car,
like a little cargo thing, a pull behind cargo thing.
Yeah, it's I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of it, but you can get one of those. Just hook it to the back of your vehicle. I mean, I'm sure that might not be cost effective, but if it was something you're going to do like full time on the road, it might be worth it.
You can get like a cargo lock where it's like just on the bumper. It's like a little thing that pokes out, or a trailer. I mean,
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, it's not like a full blown trailer like you would live in. I mean, that's something you're looking for.
Yeah, the cargo lock thing I just seen, it attaches like a trailer, but it has like a metal. It's like almost like a metal shelf, and then you can kind of wrap like a bungee cord or something to it or something. So if there's a bigger item or a bunch of stuff or whatever, you could do like that. Kind of tarp it over if the weather would change or something.
So they're gonna pull a Jeep with their rig. Now I don't know if you're able to pull a Jeep while pulling a trailer like on the back of the Jeep. I don't even know if that would be a thing, but I don't know. I've thought about that because that would be really cool.
One thing that I'll just bring up now that people can use, and I know this got brought up a few times, is I use Brickseek, and they have you can look at stuff that's in your local WalMarts and Targets and stuff like that, and there's a free app or free sign up that you can do, or I do the $9.99 one, and it expands your searches for stuff that's in store for all around you or whatever. Like for me, it goes all the way up to your neck of the woods down to West Virginia for me, and I find stuff in stores, and then they also show online deals too. I don't know if they show that on the free version or not. I can't remember, but sometimes I find things on there for Amazon or eBay that I buy, especially during the winter months, that I don't mind sitting on because it's so cheap. Like I'll find stuff that's the warehouse deals or like stuff that just happened that they found and they just clearance. Like right now you can find pool stuff and oh my goodness, my kids are angry. You can find pool stuff and all types of stuff for cheap now, and just hold on to it until next spring or summer and make a whole bunch of money. There's a couple other things that I do too. I'll save that for my video.
You know what? Especially if you're doing eBay, one thing that I just thought of too is they're going to be doing the whole, fulfilled by eBay soon. So that might help you to offload some of that stuff that you're carrying.
Right. Like, it'll be interesting to see what they do with that exactly. I'm sure that I don't know if they'll do used stuff or not, because I mean, I would think it would just be the newer stuff that they would do the fulfill by by Amazon or eBay with, just because that's basically all Amazon is. That's our way of competing with Amazon. I would still think the used stuff they would just do it the regular way for the most part. Because, for example, if I would send in, okay, it's not really a good example. Okay, I send in this, a tape measure, okay?
Yeah.
And it's used, but then, it goes to the warehouse, they had it for 6 months, it doesn't sell. Now they send it back to me and it's broken or whatever, then it's very hard to argue the fact that who's at fault for this item being broken or whatever, because that happens sometimes with your items at Amazon as well. I get items that I ship in, and next thing I see, oh, it's warehouse damage, and they actually pay me for those items like they were sold or whatever. So I would think it would all be new items, kind of like just that would be a clear cut thing on condition and stuff like that, and getting be able to get them a better shot at grabbing a lot of that marketplace. But it's definitely interesting to for me. I'd probably do both. If I don't know what their guidelines of that's going to be on how many items or what seller, but I'm top rated seller for them and whatever. So I'm hoping that I wouldn't see why they would not tell me no or whatever. So I'm gonna guess it's gonna be more of a limited seller pool that gets the first crack at that.
I would imagine.
Anybody with like a newer store that's not definitely they would definitely look at feedback and how long you've been on the site for that type of stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure. I know Bearded Picker was just saying the other day, and when we were doing our live show, it's essentially going to be, only like big time sellers that are going to be at least in the beta portion of it.
Yeah, like I said, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with that, because what's your definition of a big seller? Or you're going to go against Amazon, and unless these big sellers are going to say, hey, I'm going to bring in 500 different SKUs, not every big seller is going to have different things. A lot of them might overlap. And
well, he was essentially talking about just the beta program for eBay. He was saying like he wouldn't even consider himself a big seller on eBay.
Yeah, he doesn't do much on eBay compared to he's basically, I would say, 90% Amazon because of his bulk that he buys and stuff.
And if I was as successful as he is with Amazon, I'd probably be the same way.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, eBay, no matter what's a great platform for someone that just does mainly Amazon, because you have to get rid of your returns somehow, some way too.
Yeah.
A lot of times you get stuff back and it's just condition of the box, as a return, or they just opened it but they didn't use it and they just made up a stupid reason to return it or whatever. So,
is there any type of return guidelines on Amazon, or is it just basically they don't want it, they can send it back type thing?
Well, there is a guideline, but I mean the person that is returning the item can basically just say whatever they want, because if you say, oh, a certain reason or whatever, then they'll make you pay the return shipping of $5.99, I believe it is, or whatever they charge on certain items. But if it's not, then the seller pays the return shipping, almost like how eBay does seller free returns.
Yeah.
So it just depends on what the reasoning is, or if it gets damaged in shipping, like on its way to the customer, then I don't get charged for that. I get reimbursed and paid for, and Amazon takes that loss or whatever you want to call it of the sale. Yeah, like a lot of collectibles, certain ones are very fragile and stuff like that. So I wouldn't see those really going in there unless I wouldn't want to send those in. Like certain stuff, like glass and stuff. I mean, if it's going to be anything like Amazon, you know, it's going to be on a belt. It's going to drop a bunch of times and fall, and you know, people are going to be throwing boxes. There's not going to be a white glove type of service with any of this. So if anybody is going to do that, or Amazon too, you got to make sure you package your stuff basically to fall off the top of your house or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
I just pack mine really tight. You know, there's some void fill at the top, bubble wrap or paper or whatever, depending on how heavy the box is.
Yeah.
You know, just because when I send stuff to Amazon, you know, I'm sending 140, you know, items or so at a time or whatever for the most part.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely sending a few boxes of stuff. So, you know, you get all types of different weights and sizes and stuff. So it makes it fun and interesting trying to figure out what, you know, how to build up your boxes and stuff to pack. Did they ever go live?
There's a bunch of people that said that he didn't go live, so that was the whole reason I just kept going.
Yeah.
Does anybody know if Ricardo? Actually, I could probably check. I could pull up another YouTube.
Whose channel was it on?
Storage Pirate.
Oh.
Like with the 2 E's.
Right. I'm looking up right now.
Yeah, it might be better because my computer's still acting funky.
I typed in the 2 E's, it brought me the regular Storage Pirate.
It would be Ricardo, not Mike.
Right.
No. I don't know if he does or not, Tiffany. Yeah, Tiffany never saw it either.
What is it again?
Storage Pirate.
Oh, yeah. I had a brain fart.
Yeah. It would be Ricardo, not Mike. Mike's the one with the pink mohawk.
Right. He was one of the first people I started watching on YouTube. Probably one of the first 5 or so.
Yeah, he's cool.
I really wish I could get into some storage lockers and stuff.
You know what? I almost started doing storage lockers last winter, but I had a guy that I was kind of helping out. You know, he had kind of a checkered past. You know, he's a recovering addict. We used to run recovery homes, so he's one of the guys there that I was trying to help. So I was having him kind of just do small jobs for me, and I was kind of paying him a little bit at a time, just trying to give him enough to pay bills.
Right.
But he ended up relapsing and went to jail. So for me, with like how messed up my back and my hips are right now, I wouldn't be able to do all that heavy lifting. So I basically just kind of gave up on that for the time being until, you know, I find somebody to, you know, either partner with on the endeavor or, you know, somebody like that comes along that's willing to, you know, kind of work with me on it.
Can someone put a link in the chat? I can't find him. I don't know. I swear I was subbed to him. And then I searched him out with the 2 E's and it still brings me the regular Storage Pirate. So,
well, it probably is him then. I mean, I don't know. Because he was originally just 1 E Storage Pirate.
No, this one was the Mohawk and, you know, the pink Mohawk.
Oh, yeah. That's the Storage Auction Pirate.
Right. Yeah, I don't see any other. That was the only one that popped up on my search. So,
yeah. So maybe he just never went live.
I don't know. Like, I can't even find his profile.
Yeah, because I know Derek and Darlene were jumping out to go support him. And yeah, there was several people jumped in like shortly after and was like he didn't go live or whatever. So
yeah, man. Me and you have definitely a bunch of different possibilities that we can do. You know, I was telling you about the one idea I had with liquidation and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I would definitely like to do some of that with you with some storage lockers. You know, even if it's just buying low dollar ones and get a lot of junk and just clean it out. I mean, I have 2 full days at least that I can, you know, put towards that. I just hope the days are good, you know, the auction hits or whatever. So this way I can really, you know, help or whatever. But 2 guys on a locker is
for sure.
takes some of the risk, and then we got 2 stores, you know, splitting the stuff up to put it in or whatever. So
yeah, definitely. That'd be cool.
There's all types of possibilities. That's why it's so cool to do stuff with people that are in your community, like literally in your community.
Yeah.
In your area.
Okay, there's Ricardo's link. It just dropped in the chat.
Awesome.
He shared it.
Thanks, Tiff.
Did he actually go live, Tiffany?
Yeah, he's live.
Oh, okay. I guess my bad then, Ricardo. You watch us on replay.
I swear I had him subbed. I swear YouTube is unsubbing people of mine.
Yeah, I should be subbed to him. That's why it was weird for me, because I didn't even see him in my subscription feed. So I'll have to go through and make sure I'm still subbed to him.
Yeah, I just subbed him. I'm not even subbed to the Storage Pirate, and he was one of my first people I subbed to.
It's so weird how YouTube does that. Now, I've heard that if you don't watch them in like so many days or whatever, sometimes it'll unsub you that way.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really know why it happens that way.
All right.
So yeah, I guess if you guys want to go ahead and run over there and support him, feel free to go ahead over there. If you could, tell him Picksburgh sent you, and that I'm sorry I ran into his show. Because I definitely didn't think he went live.
I was just going on and on about stuff just to keep the live alive.
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate it.
If anybody wants to sub to my channel, I'd greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, please go ahead over to Nate's channel and sub to him. Let's get him over 100, guys. I would love to see that happen for him.
I'm going to put a link real quick.
Yeah, go ahead and drop one.
I think I just clicked out of yours.
And you can feel free to drop links anytime you're on my channel.
All right.
Like, you don't even have to ask. I don't mind anybody doing that, especially people I'm friends with. So
I try not to do it that much because I don't know. I know you don't mind. I know you don't mind and stuff, but some people might
dude, I don't mind.
Get upset about it.
Keep your name out there, man.
I know you don't mind. I know you don't mind and stuff, but
he's getting ready to drop it.
Oops, I dropped it twice. In the same thing.
Get you 2 times the subs then.
I wish it worked like that.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I'd be dropping it 24/7. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for hanging out, and see you guys later. Should have a video dropping at 8 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. See you guys.
See you later.